Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading How We Deal with Quarantine by Lady Lucifer 13 on Wattpad. So let's get into it. Bakugou. The two of you would FaceTime each other and have so-called workout dates, so to speak. It's mostly done in silence, but the fact that you still get to do it together while seeing and hearing each other makes you feel like things weren't so bad anymore. And it was one of those things that brought you two closer. He would send you some dirty text occasionally, which was more funny than anything else, honestly. You yourself, however, were training in the gym area your dad had made for you. You wanted to impress Baku and Mr. Aizawa with how much you improved as a hero. Midoriya. You FaceTime each other a lot. Random times mostly. When you were snacking, his mom was cooking, while he cleaned your room, when he was lifting. All those times, you would just FaceTime each other as much as you could. You and he were always complaining about how much you missed each other and wanted to just hug each other again. Your brother, though, he's gotten really sick of it. Your mother thinks it's adorable for a young couple to be in love. It was, after all, the one thing you've got that your brother didn't: a date. Nevertheless, you were upping your studies to try to maintain some balance during this craziness, and whenever you found difficulty in one thing or another, the two of you would study together, and he would help you with whatever you were struggling with, and the two of you would help each other stay motivated. Todoroki Shouto. If it were up to him, Todoroki would simply grab a mask and visit you every day. He had some sort of immunity, considering he was half hot, and could sanitize himself. He just wanted to stay with you until the whole thing was over. You would send him lots of pictures. Not the dirty kind, of course, but pictures of you with your aquarium. Cat, mother, dad, knife, kitchen, pool, blanket, couch. They were random, and you would take any chance to take a picture and send it to him because you knew just how much he missed you. You had a whole pool to yourself to train, and you use it every day, even on weekends. You really want to impress not just your teacher or your boyfriend, but everyone in UA. You would prove yourself once this was all over. Kirishima. It's only some light and normal texting throughout the day. A video chat every other day. It wasn't that the two of you were ignoring each other on purpose, or that you didn't want to talk. It's just that the two of you were always working out, doing chores, or trying your hardest to keep up with the online classes. Mostly, though, you were doing chores. Both your parents still worked, as their jobs were deemed necessary, so they gave you a list of chores and projects that needed to be done around the house, completely forgetting about your schoolwork and the stuff that you needed to keep up with. Kaminari. He was constantly blowing up your phone. He texts you practically 24/7 with a ton of emojis, GIFs, and abbreviations. During class meetings, he texts you all the time for extra help, which you obliged to, because he's your boyfriend, and you loved him to the moon and back, and you didn't want to see him fall behind. It was not cheating, right? Just some extra help here and there. Nothing more and nothing less. You, on the other hand, though, were constantly reminding him to stay safe. as you were very worried about your risky boyfriend. He did not take care of himself, and you were extremely worried about him not being careful enough and getting the illness. So, you would have to remind him every now and then, and would follow what you told him, because he loved you, and for his sake as well. Iida, he would check on you a lot to make sure you were staying safe. You would FaceTime to study with one another as well. You would also check on your cousins from time to time. In times like these, it was difficult for you to train your quirk. You didn't have that much of a yard to use your quirk on anyways, so you were upset and felt like you were falling behind. But Iida tried his best to give you advice, telling you that while you couldn't practice doing big things with your quirk, you could try practicing being precise and making very delicate shapes with that, as it would help you create complex shapes easily should you need it in the future. Shinsou, you would think about him a lot. You two use the Netflix party a lot to make it feel like old times. When you FaceTime, you both bring your cats into it. At home, when you're not doing schoolwork, you're babysitting Koda for your mother. You're constantly worried about her and fear she might get sick, but Shinsou did his best to reassure you and distract you from overthinking. Sarah would be the one to call you and give you updates on the situation. He would stay up to date with everything and tell you what you need to do and what are the newest things you need to know. He would remind you to take care because he was so worried about you, and you were trying to do the same for him. The two of you would video chat a lot, and you played video games together, mostly multiplayer ones, and if they weren't multiplayer, then you would be voice chatting over Discord as the two of you played. You two tried to make the most out of your time and have fun together. You didn't want to feel upset for not having him around, so while you couldn't touch him or hug him yet, you could at least try to be together as much as you could, in any way that was possible and easy for the both of you. And well, you would say that it wasn't the worst experience.